Hi, Colin with Diode here. Today we're going to be showing you how to install our SS3 Fog Light kit on a 2020 Jeep Gladiator with the steel bumper option that STL Auto Detail was kind enough to let us use. If you have a JL with the steel bumper option, the application will be the same. If you have a JT Gladiator or a JL Wrangler with the plastic bumper option, we also have a separate fog light kit for that, and you can check out on our website, dowdynamics.com. Let's get started.
To start the install, we're actually going to assemble our Type MR bracket using our Type M bracket and the Type MR extension. You're going to want to make sure the DD logo is facing the correct orientation with the extension, and then we're going to feed our Allen keys up through the hole. Once you have both of those bolts positioned, you can thread them all the way down before putting the nut on the other side. After you have your Type MR bracket assembled, we're going to want to assemble it onto the back of the SS3. To start this installation, we're going to take our supplied nylon lock nut and drop them into the SS3 with the white facing the inside. Next, we're going to take our Type MR bracket and slide it over the back of the SS3 with the DD logo facing up to where the holes match up on the SS3. The last step for the bracket assembly is to take our supplied Allen bolt with the washer and thread it through the side of the bracket into the SS3. Go ahead and leave it hand tight to leave room for adjustment later on. As you can see, we're starting on the driver's side of the vehicle. We're going to be working behind the bumper, so we're going to want to grab ourselves a ratchet with a 10mm socket, and we have a 3-inch extension. That'll just make things a little bit easier to get to the bolts back there. Coming to the back of the bumper, this next step is fairly easy. We're just going to remove these two 10mm bolts. There's one at the bottom and one at the top. When you're loosening your last bolt, you're going to want to make sure to hold the fog lamp so that it doesn't fall out once that bolt's removed. With both bolts removed, we're going to remove the fog lamp and then unclip this stock harness. Now that our stock fog lamp's removed, it's time to take our assembled SS3 with the Type MR bracket and install it into the back of the bumper. With the DD logo facing up, the next step is to assemble the SS3 with the Type MR bracket back into the stock fog location. And just so we can get that nice camera angle, I'm going to hold it from the front. Then we're going to thread that top bolt through, and then your bottom bolt. Once you get those two bolts in place, you're going to want to go ahead and make sure that SS3 is centered before you get those two bolts tightened down. The next step is to take your supplied harness and plug the DT connector end into the back of the SS3 and the other end into the stock harness. If it doesn't work, don't worry, just flip this 180 degrees. Lastly, you're going to want to go ahead and make sure you have the angle adjusted exactly where you want it on those SS3s before tightening down the 5/32 Allen bolts that are on either side. Then, to complete the process, repeat the steps on the other side of the vehicle to finish the installation. Now that our SS3 Fog Light kit is installed, not only does this give the vehicle a nice off-road look that matches the styling of the Jeep, but it also gives you a significant increase in light output over stock options. If you're looking to pick up a set of SS3s for your JL or JT with the steel or plastic bumper or any of our other products, visit our website at dowdynamics.com or use our dealer locator tool to find a dealer near you. Thanks for watching.